the public school system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the teachers who investigate their subjects and the district officials who prosecute the students. These are their stories.
Good morning, ACMA. I am Mark Thomas Brando, and today we're going to be telling ACMA's future, reading it through the Art Oracle cards. We have to choose the cards that speak to us, that will reveal to us ACMA's past, our present, and ultimately the future of the Arts and Communication Magnet Academy. So let's start by figuring out which cards really resonate for the past. I feel like we just need to start on the end. Now, where's ACMA currently? Which card is... Yep, it was definitely this one. And that will be our future. Let's see what the cards have to say. The past of ACMA is represented by Artemisia Gentileschi, Italian Baroque painter. ACMA's present is represented by Francisco Goya and his collection of monsters. And our future is performance artist Marina Abramovic. This is exciting, folks. This is very exciting. So, what this means is our past is defined by breaking new ground, by taking chances where people thought it was impossible, by learning to paint from your family, but then taking it to the next level, by taking conventions dictated by Caravaggio and then adding to it with your own personal story and history. That's a good card for the past. Now, to be living in the present of Francisco Goya is kind of dark, troubled by his own demons, by war, by the Inquisition, by illness, and possibly madness. We have taken to scrawling on the walls dark murals that exorcise our own demons. We are exorcising our demons, not exorcising our demons through our art. And that's a healthy thing to do. It's a necessary thing to do. But where will that take us? Our future is defined by Marina Abramovic. This card has so much significance. What does this mean for our future, ACMA? Well, it means that we are going to shed our codependent relationships. We are going to become resilient and independent. We're going to take performance to the next level. We are going to fuse art and culture and performance all in one. We will shape culture. We will have Lady Gaga clamoring to work with us. Jay-Z will be lining up to work with us. And in the end, we will spend a month sitting down, facing our fears, confronting the past, to define the future. And I promise you, ACMA, it will end in tears.
Siri Ismo is a German electronic musician and painter, and one of my all-around favorite artists. His work never fails to pique my interest, and despite the fact that I won't be talking about his paintings in this spotlight, they are definitely impressive and worth checking out as well. The popularity of his music varies from track to track, but he's been consistently producing his own music since the release of his first single, Ne me quitte pas, or however the heck you say that, in the year 2000. He works a side job and commissions paintings to generate the income he needs to support himself and his art.
Also ich bin Maler, also ich lebe vom Malen. Das ist so mein Hauptding, ja, neben der Musik.
Siri Ismo's music generally sports a familiar yet fresh sound, as he often uses classic synthesizers such as the Korg Trident, but interjects his own modernized style into the old equipment to create an interesting contrast.
Ich habe einen alten Synthesizer, den habe ich schon seit Jahren, noch aus Bandzeiten. Und da drücke ich immer rum, den finde ich immer noch geil. Der Korg Trident.
Structurally, Siri Ismo's music tends to fall under the category of progressive trance because it often contains a constant melodic pattern that he develops and modifies as the track progresses. Some of Siriesmo's most successful works include his remix of Moderat's Eating Hooks from 2016, and his track Itchy/Corner Boy from his 2013 album The Enthusiast. Siriesmo tends to keep to himself in his studio and doesn't often tour, so he doesn't make all that much money from his music, but he continues to pursue it out of passion and genuine interest in the arts. I find this stance very admirable, and it reminds me that success can be found not only through money, but also from simply creating your art and sharing it with others. Until next time, keep on listening.
What do you mean the Trevor Show was canceled?
Geese are our nation's most violent and brutal enemy, and in recent years these creatures have been invading our parks, sports fields, and anywhere there are large patches of grass like parasites. First, they arrive in flight squadrons ranging from 6 to 6,000 agents with the same capacity as its multiple bomber planes. Then they leave behind poop that gets everywhere and is hard to totally scrape off the bottom of certain shoe brands before eating the souls of orphans and poisoning the water supply. Observe. These are the eyes of a monster who knows no mercy, no compassion, no remorse, only fear and the stone coldness of the abyss. There are several ways to identify a goose. Take note of the long neck made for swallowing grass and twice the time it takes for humans. The bill used for eating the fingers of babies, and the wings that can amputate the legs of patriots in one whole swipe. Just listen to its war cry. So what do we do about these menaces? Well, deportation is not an option. Here are some resources you can use to protect you and your family. Number 1, home shields. Plastic wrapping around the barriers of your home is enough to keep them out of your fortress. Number 2, barbed wire armor. Never leave home before wrapping yourself in several feet's worth of the stuff. Being minorly impaled by the sharp blades for most of the day will be well worth it when the geese avoid you like the plague. And finally, number 3, high-velocity projectiles. Make sure every member of your household has their own trebuchet and knows how to use it. It only takes 1 stone to take out a single goose, so always remember to keep it locked and loaded. With these handy tips in mind, you can keep your family safe from the likes of these satanic invaders from the sky. And remember, only you can prevent the spread of the geese regime across the free world.
What do you mean the age was...
So, did you do it? I said, did you do it?
ACMA, the toughest there is. And there's only one way out.
Filmmaking,
Tech theater,
Dance, drawing paint,
photo,
writing, ceramics.
So, I heard you were one of those outliers. Came in 7 years ago, core focuses in mind and expecting to excel in all of them. But when you finally served your sentence, what have you done?
Hello, my name is Rez and I'll be your host for this week's announcements. Junior mock interviews are tomorrow. I'm sure all of you 11th graders are incredibly excited to bring your cover letters and resumes to school. Remember to dress nicely. A good first impression never hurt anyone. This Friday, December 6th, the ACMA Theater This Friday, December 6th, is ACMA Theater Company's... This Friday, December... Why can't I say this? This Friday, December 6th, the ACMA Theater Company will be holding their annual drag show, where ACMA students and teachers, perform drag. In drag. If you want to see your fellow peers perform their hearts out in the black box, please come drag night this Friday. There is a capstone lunch on the 17th, so if you're trying to go to first lunch, do not. There will be nothing for you. Remember, while the seniors panic for like an hour, high schoolers go to the assembly first, and then the middle schoolers will follow. Also on the 17th, there is a winter music concert where orchestra and choir get to perform what they've been working on for the past semester. That's all the information I have on it. So if you want more information, find a band kid or a choir kid. NAHS and NAHS members. NHS and NAHS members. Your Art Day permission slips are due on the 20th. Please do not forget, if you don't turn it in by the 20th, you will not go to Art Day. And finally, there will be no school from December 23rd to January 3rd. So please do not try to go to school during this period. ACMA will be taking a winter, holiday-appropriate vacation through the New Year's. And that's that on that. I was your announcements this week, and as always, I'm Rez. I'll see you next year, ACMA.
block, and he drives an IROC, but he doesn't know who I am, and he doesn't give up about me, 'cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby, yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby, listen to Iron Maiden, maybe with me. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Man, I feel like mold. It's prom night and I am lonely, lo and behold, she's walking over to me. This must be fake. My lip starts to shake. How does she know